Welcome to the PJ Finance Show. Today we will discuss a framework for country investment, Part 6. How are you, Phoebe? Seems like it has been a while since you came to me for questions about country investment.
Nice timing. I was about to discuss something with you.
Well, the same old sushi and cheesecake?
Let's see how it goes first.
Sure. What was it you wanted to discuss?
So, I want to know how immigration and demography affect GDP.
Whoa, this has become more difficult, but I think I can give some of my thoughts on this. I think we all know that potential GDP is not about population but labor force. This chart shows that natural growth for labor is very important to the US. In the 90s, there were very high growth rates, but they decreased over time and actually turned negative from 2015. This is because there were more baby boomers retiring than young people entering the labor force.
Fortunately, net immigration for labor had been strong and was able to offset the decline from natural growth.
This also means that if net immigration for labor drops drastically one day, resulting in a decline in total labor force, that would pull down potential GDP. Let's take a look at Japan's labor policy so we can learn more about this.
As shown by the yellow line, despite having a significant decrease in population aged between 15 to 64, Japan managed to have an increasing total employment over time. How is this happening?
Let me show you another chart to explain it. The major factor is that they brought the retirees back to the labor force. They also have more women and foreign workers taking up jobs. This has an interesting implication for China.
I can see that according to the diagram from The Economist, China needs immigrants to maintain the dependency ratio at 2016 level. Without immigrants, there will be an insufficient number of workers to support the number of retirees. Consequently, taxes on the workers will have to go up and/or payments to the retirees will have to be cut. Would the relaxation of the one-child policy help?
According to the data collected in China, the relaxation of the one-child policy had only led to a small increase in the number of births. This is because fewer people are having their first child, which was fortunately offset by the number of second child.
I see. It would be important to figure out why this is happening. Maybe it is a financial problem. Maybe it is due to a new generation mindset. If it is money, the government could help by providing subsidies to families with young children.
Agree. It will be a harder problem to solve if the cause is the latter, when a new generation of young people do not want to have children at all. Related to this, Vietnam has a lot of young people.
The median age in Vietnam is 30 as shown here. I think Vietnam did the right move to open up the economy at the right time to foreign direct investment. When multinational companies open factories in Vietnam, there are enough young people to employ.
Yes. If this policy is implemented at the wrong time when there's not enough young people, companies and factories will be having trouble finding workers.
It'll be good for the government in Pakistan and Philippines to open up now, as it'll help them get into a positive cycle. More people getting jobs means more spending, which translates to revenues for companies, which in turn can hire more workers. So, to sum up from what we discussed before, to predict whether macroeconomic policies will be tougher or easier depends on how fast the economy is growing with respect to potential GDP. 4% growth in the US and Europe will be too fast or inflationary because the potential GDP is only about 2%. At the same time, 4% growth in India and China will be too slow with respect to their potential GDP of about 6%.
And of course, potential GDP of the country is a function of labor force and productivity.
I do have another question. Will the Japanese economy grow faster with a negative interest rate?
Well, the simple answer is to ask how any policy including negative interest rate can lead to an improvement in labor force and productivity. If there is no or only minimal impact, then potential GDP remains the same.
Excellent. I now understand the framework of how to analyze investing in a country. Thanks to you, Joe.
I think I get to learn more about it when I discuss it with you too.
Sushi on me. Cheesecake on you then.
No problem.
Thank you for watching.
This presentation on a framework for country investment, Part 6, is brought to you by the PJ Finance Show.